is up, everybody? If you've been to the channel before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Nikki and I am seriously introverted. So I moved just for this particular video. If you couldn't tell by the title or where I'm standing, I am doing the pin video today. So I figured it'd be easier to do the intro in front of the pins. So before we get into those updates, if there are any, I'm on days off right now, so I'm trying to get all of this done. I am feeling weirdly motivated right now. Today is day one of my days off. I've been doing, so normally I work in the evenings. I have two, I think I've mentioned my schedule before. I'm on a 128 day work rotation. Or no, said that wrong. I'm on a 28 day. Yes, I'm on a 28 day pay rotation. So I get paid every 28 days, essentially once a month. I work 18 days, I'm off 10. Obviously those 10 are scattered throughout the 28 pay cycle, or 28 day pay cycle. So I have been crazy busy at work, like stupid busy. This next paycheck that I'll be getting, so it would have been last pay period, I worked 2 extra days, and there were several days that I worked like an hour over, half hour over, whatever it was. I did end up comping 2 hours because I was cooked, I was done. So at the end of it, I got 5 hours over for straight pay, 6 hours of true overtime, holiday pay. I work the holiday and I'll get the holiday pay, so there's double, like essentially double pay for that day. I don't know if I'll actually get 9 hours double time or I'll get paid 9 hours and then 8 hours for holiday. So essentially I'll still get at least 8 hours of double time pay essentially. And then yeah, so why aren't they all overtime? Because I'm on a 28 day pay cycle, I don't work 40-hour work weeks. I actually work 54-hour work weeks, which means I have to get to 170 hours in the pay period in order to get paid overtime, unless I get called into work on the day that they need me, which is what happened with that 6 hours. I got called at home on my day off and was asked if I could work the overnight that night. So I worked 6 hours because I had to go in the next day. So I got off I went in at 10, got off at 4 in the morning, turned around and was there at 2 p.m. the next day. So kind of a quick turnaround, which was my fault. I didn't have to go in at 2, but I did because I didn't want to lose any of that time that I had just worked. So, because they would have caught me where I wouldn't have gotten paid, I guess. So I wanted a full shift. Essentially I want this paycheck to be as big as it can be because I just shelled out $1,400 in home repair because of my water repair, or water line repair, and the air conditioner repair. So yeah, anyway, but my motivation, I got off, I was, instead of like two days at the end of each rotation, which are 6-day rotations, I work a 9:30 to 6:30, and that was yesterday. So instead of 9:30, I went at 7:30 and got off at 4:30. I had like my entire day. It was like a whole day off. I came home and suddenly felt super motivated to clean, and I did kind of my monthly cleaning on yesterday. Usually I don't do that until my 4-day off, which is actually my next set of days off, so I'll be free to do nothing on my 4 days off, which is amazing. What really motivated me is silly, but I don't know if I said anything a few videos back. I'm not sure if I remember saying it or not, but I bought a new knife because, you know, knives are life. I really like knives and I have lots of them. I bought a new one, pocket knife, on Etsy. It was a Mandalorian. It's actually it's a Kershaw Zing, but they're a It's etched. So it was a Mandalorian design on it. Super excited. I'm a nerd. It's fine. Carried it for like 3 months. Got my new cell phone, which I do think I said on a video, would be a couple months probably now. Well, what is this month? September? So I ordered it in July, so I probably got it in July. So I probably would have said something in the August video. I used the knife in July because I used it to open the box. I can't carry a knife at work, which kills me. I mean, I know why I can't carry it at work. I'm not saying it kills me because I'm so used to carrying one that I feel naked without one. So it's quite the process to be used to not carrying it. Anyway, so I don't carry a knife now unless I'm at home, and that's if I change out of my PJs. So really, I don't carry a knife all that often anymore because I'm not really in real clothes very often. I run errands and then I come home. I might bebop around the house, you know, after that, and I'm in clothes. But I'm pretty much like at work, can't carry a knife. PJs, I'm not gonna carry a knife in my PJs. So long story short, it took a little while and realized I had lost the knife. How long it had been since I had lost the knife, I had no idea. It was like a 2-week span that I could have lost the knife. Looked everywhere, out in the car, out in the yard. I had made a trip to get groceries, so I thought maybe I lost it somehow. Irony there is, it's a smaller knife. I normally carry much larger knives than this one, and the irony on that is women's jeans pockets are tiny. I can carry the big knives that don't fit in the pocket very well, and I don't lose those, and then I find a knife that actually fits really well in the pocket, and I lose it within 3 months. I'm very mad at myself. It was the first knife I'd ever lost. So I was talking to my mom yesterday, and she was like, well, check the couch, it probably ate it. And I had picked the couch up and moved it and couldn't find it, so I came home highly motivated just to clean. Well, I wasn't highly motivated to clean at the time, but I had bought a new knife to replace the old knife, which is this one, a Civivi. My favorite color is red. Also, because I'm a geek and it's fine, I do EDC carry, and I think I'm gonna do a Harry Potter carry. So it's red, my favorite color, but also red for, can you see it? Red for Gryffindor. So I've got all of that, but it's like a really smooth knife. I get that this is a Disney pin video, but you know, real quick. So super nice. Anyway, because of this, made me think I'll tear the couch apart a little bit more. And I have the blanket on the couch, so things can't fall through. And it did its job, because when I pulled the blanket out, I found the knife. So I didn't actually lose it, which makes the Civivi that I just bought funny, because I bought it to replace the one I lost, which is this one. This is a Kershaw Zing, and it's laser printed for the Mandalorian. It's the Beskar printing. It's not on the back, it's just on the front. Makes it pretty grippy. It's not as smooth. I mean, it is, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit harder of a push than the other one. I get I just said that was hard, and then I made that look like it wasn't, but yeah, they're both liner locks, if any of you know what that is. If you care, I guess is more. Liner lock is literally that, it's a lock that's in the liner. but a little bit harder to deploy. This one's just butter smooth, this Vivi. They're about the same size, all that, but I'm gonna go to a Harry Potter carry, so I'm trying to find Harry Potter like colors or whatever. So that's been my new like fun thing. Also trying not to spend a bunch of money too. That's how that goes. Anyway, that was super random off topic. I'm sorry. That happened, which prompted me to clean the whole house because I found gifts in the couch, so might as well just clean the house. So I did my monthly deep cleaning, like 2 weeks early. I'm now gonna be super free for the 4-day off. Probably gonna be a slug and read. And then, let's see. Oh, next month. I didn't catch it in time, so I will have a Bibbidi box. It's not going to be the imagination box, or no, sorry, the fantasy box. It will be a dream box. I was able to downgrade it to a cheaper one, but I can't like skip it altogether. Bibbidi for some reason has a thing where it doesn't bill you till the 1st. That's when it's supposed to come out, and at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning on the 31st, when I went, oh, I need to get that skipped, it wouldn't let me because it takes apparently 24 hours for them to process your card. So it told me that it couldn't skip it because it was already processing, which is BS, but whatever. So there is a box. It will be next month. It will be a dream instead of a fantasy. That's fine. I'm sure you're all very much over these collection videos, so it'll give me a box to unbox. Depending on how big the check is next month, I might just continue the smaller boxes like the dream and whatnot and just do that until I can kind of get back going. I did already tell everybody that the trip was off anyway. I was just trying to get back to a more even keel instead of like just floating kind of deal, because it sapped my savings to do all of that. But yeah, anyway, the pins. So we'll actually talk about those now. These are different. Let me step out of the way. I'll get closer so you can actually see the pins. I revamped these, I don't know, several months ago. We'll say 2 or 3. I think I made my intentions of revamping them plain to you guys. I think I said I was attempting to do so, or had planned to do so. These are the boards that I had prior, all the same shape. I really enjoy this shape. I liked these the best because they didn't have anything on the back. They are much smaller though than the current board. I don't know if you can tell because they are the same color, but these are an 8.5 by 6, I think, something like that. Well, here, let's do one with that's got like pins on it. That way you can see. Yeah. That way you can see like the size difference here. So these are an 8.5 by 6 or so. These are a 13 by 9, I think. They're quite large. And initially I was just going to buy more of these. These were super full. I only had 8 of them, I think. I didn't have enough. These came in an 8-pack. That was how many I had. I was stupid and I only bought 1 pack. Well, joke was on me because I bought the same place that was in my Amazon history or whatever. Bought another pack of these because it should have fit just perfect in here. And I was sent these, which are 5.5 by 4 or something. I mean, they're much smaller. I mean, you can probably see. So they're smaller than than even these, and these were little. So I sent the first batch back because I think these were like 8 something. These are come in a pack of 10 and they are 4, almost 5 something. So these are cheaper than what I paid for these. So I wasn't rude. I just, hey, you sent me the wrong product. Not only that, but the product you did send me is cheaper than the product I actually paid for. So I sent them back. Bought them, or what'd they tell me? They were in stock. They would fix it as long as I sent the original, like the wrong one back. That's the other problem with these. They've got this sticky film on the back, and I don't like that. So I sent the first go around back. Even exchange, shipped. Supposed to be these yet again. Emailed them back. I was like, no, you sent me the exact same wrong item. I just want a refund now. So I went somewhere else and I bought these again. The only other place I could find them, and I don't remember where. Got to my house, these again. Contact the seller and was ghosted. So that's why I still have them. At least I got the product, I guess, but very annoyed. So I went back to Amazon, and the only thing that was available were the bigger ones, but they have this on the back. So this peels off, and it's sticky instead of just the cork on the back. I was like, fine, that's fine. I'll just use command, because that's what I had on the back of this. I just command stripped it to the wall, and it was perfect. These stayed up on the wall for like 4 years or something until I forcibly pulled them off. Had no problems with them. I didn't know how this was going to work out because this is very slick and kind of slimy feeling. So I put them up on the board, or on the wall. Within, I think I used 3 command strips, which is what I used for the smaller ones, which I overdid it. Within like a day or so, the empty ones were falling on the ground. So now all of them, oh, I think I did several different things. So I put duct tape on the back to give the command strips a stickier, rougher thing to stick to. They fell on the ground. I finally went back and I peeled the sticky off of all of them. I put 5 command strips on the back of every single one of them and then stuck them to the wall. I didn't want the sticky unstuck because I didn't want it damaging the wall. That was the whole point of the command strips. So now they're stuck. Well, I still have some issues, them not sticking completely to the wall. I think some of them that were coming off are now finally starting to stick because I walk by here and I push on them to finish sticking them to the wall, because they will suddenly just start coming off. I think I've done that enough now over the past couple months. They're finally starting to stick and like stay stuck. But I have to stay ever vigilant because I've had these fall off the wall now 3 or 4 times. I also now have damage on the wall behind them all, so if and when I ever take these down and I don't want to put them back up, I'm gonna have to re-spackle and paint this part of the wall. Anyway, very annoying. But as you can see, I do have an empty one. This one here was empty. I spread them out. I gutted, I guess we'll say, my pins. My Pluto board was super full. I had a lot of extras and duplicates and stuff, because for him to be a Fab 5 character, he was impossible to buy anything for. He just didn't have merchandise. So even if I didn't like the pin, I took it because it was Pluto. Now he's a little bit more readily available. I can be a little bit more discerning in my choice. I pulled all the duplicates down and the ones I didn't like. So they're now traders. I split the Hercules board into essentially 4 boards. I have a Hades board now. I have a god. It's a Greek god and will be probably a Muse board if I ever get Muse pins. And then a Pegasus / Sidekick Meg board. So I had enough of him that I could spread them all out instead of just having them all massively conglomerated onto one. My Phillip board, which thankfully there are getting to be more and more Phillip pins. Some of these are fantasy pins, of course. And then I still have my Mickey mini board, Pirates, the pins with meaning, I guess is what we're going to call that, and then my Harry Potter board. So, this one is sort of a overflow for Phillip, or a new pin board if I never get some overflow, but you can see he's getting to be, he tends to have bigger pins, so that was intentionally there for overflow for Phillip. But if that doesn't happen, it can be for whoever. But let's get closer, and hopefully, I didn't do this on a great day because it's not really bright outside, so I have to use the overhead light, and I don't know if I can rearrange some lights to make it not so glary. So let's see if I can rearrange, because I'm gonna have to hold the camera now, and maybe I can be less glare on the pins. So we'll see what I can do here. Okay, so top to bottom, oh, it really highlights, yeah, you can see where it did some damage to the paint over here for the one falling off. Anyway, so my pirate pins, not necessarily gonna explain every single one of them, but you can just take a look at the ones I have. I know the pirate coins were a lanyard starter. Okay, get closer. I was trying to not get glare. So I do enjoy pirate stuff, so that's why I have a pirate board. It's got plenty of space, as you can see, so I will be adding to that as I see fit. It's a little bit difficult to find pirate pins that I like, because some of them are a little bit random and out there. So next one, the Mickey mini board. It is mostly Mickey, but I do have a few minis that I do like. The dates are, I do believe when we were there, 2016 was our first time being there. Well, the 12 we've never been, and I don't know if that has a date. I just like that one. But UK, because the UK, I don't know if anybody watches Adam Hatton, but he's one of our favorite vloggers. I watch him all the time, so that's kind of in honor of him. Italy, I just like that pavilion. I took a lot of my Mickeys down. I didn't really like them, and then realized I didn't really have a good Mickey board, so that'll be something I work on in the future. My Pluto board, I don't believe I have, oh no, I see, it's like I don't believe I have any duplicates, but I do see one, this one here, but I do like that pin, so that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't feel the need to get rid of it. My pirate Pluto, I do really like him. I do really like my Pluto board where it's at. All the pins that I have are, I don't know, they're good. I don't think I have any like bad ones anymore. They're cute, or they have good Pluto faces. If you're a Pluto fan and you're in the group that was struggling to find merch, you'll know what I mean, because they did him wrong several times with a lot of his merchandise. His face is just awful in a lot of his merch, especially his older stuff. This is the, like, the memory board. So a lot of this is like the first time we went pins. So first time going to all the parks, riding certain rides. The stitch in the middle, I think that was in a vlog where we bought that Jim Shore of the Stitch with Ugly Ducklings. That's a thing for Jesse and Mom and I. First time with the Hoop-de-Doo. You know, being a pass holder. Some of them aren't necessarily Disney, some of them, you know, going to Alaska. So, seeing Happily Ever After, Fantasmic. So that was, the pumpkin over there is for Boo to You, because we got to do that. So some of them are like, they have meaning to us. We got to do it for the first time, you know, got to experience the ride, the show, the, you know, whatever the thing may be. Or there's background meaning on it. I do have, like, that's a morning pin from the original merch from Adam Hatton. So some of that's just, it means something. This is the carryover board for the memory stuff. So got to do Food and Wine. We're the Three Amigos, which, oh, I guess that should have been hanging down. I put pins in the way. Whoops, I'll have to redo that. This one fell off the wall, so it connected itself. So, things like that. I do have some random Loki ones because I didn't know where else to put them. So, that kind of thing. So these are just memories, things that mean something to us, minus the Loki pins. I'll have to move those. A new to me board, the Greek God board. This one I think is funny. I'm trying to think of who I got that from. I have more than just that for his pins. JP, I think, JP Pins on Instagram. That's his Gentleman series. So he's got pretty much all the main characters, all the main male characters, pretty much in a shirtless pose. You'll see a couple more of those as we go by. So, and then the Z for Zeus, symbol of the gods. I think I have another one of those on the Hercules board. I have a complete set of the gods, and that was exciting. And I might make this a muse board as well, because technically the muses are considered deities. Hades, which also includes Pain and Panic. So I have some that open. He's got quite a few. I'm obviously also missing a lot. He has lots of pins. This is a very slow process. This one was one of my newer acquisitions from the Disney shop. This is a fantasy pin. You'll see a couple more from this person. This one is the Disney Monster. I really like his pins. This one, I loved how they did this. I don't know like what it is, but I really enjoyed it. I got that one from a Bibbidi Box. You'll see lots of Bibbidi pins. Well, it's an official, but I got them from Bibbidi. My Hercules board, which is also into the wall, because some of these were just too big. These do open. So this was the storybook, the VHS tape, and then the smaller cover of the VHS tape. I do have a couple duplicates because these two are the same. This one was over on the Greek God board. This one flips. This one again is from Disney Monster. It's goes into the same collection. It's the profiles, like the Hades one. Again, this is JP pins. This one, ooh, maybe not. This is another of the boards that's hit the ground more than once. I saw this on Instagram and nearly died because I felt like I had to have it because this pin is beautiful. That one's a Disney Chris Fantasy pin. And then the Hercules Disney key for the anniversary, which I was excited to get. I don't collect keys, like the Disney keys and stuff, but had to have the Hercules one because, you know, Hercules. I do have, let me reach down here and grab them. I'll do one at a time here. I do have the fig pins. These were limited edition. So I have the Hercules one. Obviously I have not opened these because I don't exactly know how I'm gonna like put them here because they're not like actual pins. I got the Hades fig pin as well. Again, not open. Had to get both of them, of course, because it's not wanting to focus on either of them. I had to get both of these because the you know, they're limited edition and they'll be going away, I assume, for the anniversary, so I really wanted these. As far as I know, the fig pins plus this one's still available on Shop Disney, I believe. They were as of like a couple weeks ago. My Pegasus and Megara board. Again, this one is the Disney Monster profile. It goes in with the collection, the Hades and Hercules one that you've seen so far. So they are very pretty. They're very hefty. They were also very expensive. I've had them for a while. I'm calling this the Pegasus Sidekick side, so fill will be included. I don't really have a whole lot of fill pins, but when and if I do, they'll go up here with Pegasus. And then, of course, Philip. This one again was the JP pins. That's matches the Hercules and the Zeus in the Gentleman Club, or the Gentleman series, whatever it is. And then this one is my last Disney Monster profile. Same as the Hades, Hercules, and Meg pin. I need the Hercules version of this. This is the Mane and Tails one. This does open, so you can see Philip in there. This one is the dress changing one. And then this is the one that I got from Artland that they killed in shipping because they put it in a plastic bag and I had to use some pliers and a hammer gently to straighten the posts up just so I could get it up on the board. They never did send me a replacement like they promised, and it's been too long. I'm not gonna bother to reach out anymore. This works. I just probably won't buy from them anymore, which sucks because they've got really nice pins. I believe both of these are Disney Chris pins. And then this one I was so excited for. It is a fantasy pin, but his lips are so very light, you can't tell he's got a mouth. It's there, you just can't tell. But either way, it's fine. I'm excited to have it. because again, there aren't that many Prince Philip pins. There's getting to be more, and that's exciting. And then the blank one for overflow for Philip, or another collection if I so choose to do another one. And then last but certainly not least, my Harry Potter pins. So got these while at Universal, and then we did the appreciation. I think I got this on an Instagram. I know I got this on an Instagram. That's my channel logo. All glittery and stuff. Some of these I've gotten from Geek Gear. This is the Horcrux pin line that they did. And this one, that took forever. I think I got a couple more from them as well. And then I got this one from Instagram as well. They did house specific rememberalls. So I got the Gryffindor one. And then of course all the houses, which I believe I got this and these from Bibbidi. These I think I got from a Geek Gear box, but they were like a specific one from Cherry. Oh, I just lost her last name. She's another YouTuber that I watch. And then I want to say that might have come in with it somewhere. So I don't have a ton of Harry Potter pins because I'm kind of picky with those. But yeah, this does swing open. It does say I open at the close. That's why I've got it sort of cocked open, so that way you can tell that it opens. So yeah, that's the collection. I don't have a ton of pins anymore. I did like really go through and kind of gut the collections out. I wasn't happy with some of them. My pirate one got clipped quite a bit. My Mickey one got highly reduced. Pluto got reduced quite a lot. My remembering ones, I didn't really touch those. Thankfully, I did get pins that meant something to us, so those didn't go anywhere. My Harry Potter ones, I'm picky on those anyway, so I kept everything that I had. That wasn't a big deal. There aren't very many of the God pins anyway, so I was super excited to have those. They're like an addition to the collection. My Hades board, I'm happy with what I've got, but he's got so many pins. It's kind of hard to figure out which ones I want, which ones I don't, because he's got some not good pins and he's got some really amazing pins out there. Like I said, my Pluto board got gutted and I'm happy with where it is now, so I'll be more discerning in the future. I need to fix this board. I need better pins. Like the pins I have are fine, but they're like not great. My pirate board, it's better than it was, but it needs some help. I need some new pins. I mean, everyone who wants to buy pins are always gonna, I just need new pins, it's fine. My Hercules board's coming along wonderfully. That's just a huge amount of pins. I was very surprised when I started looking in more in depth to the pins. He has a lot more pins than I had anticipated. The anniversary is helping because it's pushed quite a bit more pins out. Some of them are okay and some of them are amazing. So I don't want to go overboard and just buy all the pins, but some of them are incredibly difficult to get a hold of. Some of them are cast member exclusives only, and I'm not going to be able to get a hold of those unless I go to eBay for a highly inflated price. So some of them are kind of just out of my reach, and I have to be okay with that, and for the most part I am. I'm happy with what I've got. I'm trying to pull away from fantasy a little bit and going only to official, with the caveat of, unless the fantasies are just flat out amazing, like the knight was. I think he's a rook, actually, or no, he's a knight, I think. That one was just pure amazing. I couldn't not get him. So when stuff like that happens, I'm not gonna be like, nope, he's not official, I can't have him. So if I can get, like, I'm not just gonna buy crazy, outrageous fantasies just because the character is on it. That's what I was doing to begin with, and then I was spending like $90 a pop. I'm not doing that anymore. More disconcerting in my taste, not so much because it doesn't fit my collection. Anything with Hercules at this point is going to fit my collection, but just to be a little bit more, I don't know, choosy, I guess. My Meg, obviously I haven't really done anything with it. She's a little bit, I don't know, like, I don't really like a lot of the pins she's on. And I don't know if that's just because I really like her as a character, so it makes me really choosy, or what. I don't like some of the scenes she's in on the pins. It makes her look weird. I don't know what it is. So I haven't really done a whole lot. These two are just classic Meg poses, and I really enjoyed those. I do believe they're both fantasy pins. I haven't seen any official ones that I've really liked. My Pegasus is coming along, but again, kind of slowly but surely going. And then of course my Philip, there are more of them out there than I thought there were, which is great. But again, I need to be a little bit more picky, because when I first started, I was just, anything that had Philip on it, I grabbed it. So there are duplicates on here because he is so hard to find, but he's not as hard to find as he had been. A lot of the times I have to get used to him being with somebody because he is not a main character. A lot of the times he's with Maleficent, which is fine because I do enjoy the you know, the fight sequences and stuff. I'm totally cool with that. So I'm more than happy with what's going on with my boards right now. I'm kind of in a place where I'm sitting, and I'm not currently buying pins. I did buy this pin probably a couple weeks ago, plus the fig pins, because I saw them and I needed them, kind of deal. There is a Hercules one on top of that, but you have to be a D23 gold member. I'm just a general member, so I couldn't get a hold of that one. But it is there, or it was there. So there was this one, a Hercules one, and the fig pins that are all on Shop Disney as of a couple weeks ago. The Hercules one was a D23 gold member exclusive, so you have to prove you're a gold member before you can purchase the pin. So just so you're aware. I couldn't get that one, which is fine. I can probably find it on eBay or something later. But if you're wanting it at a non-inflated price, either you or a gold member friend, try to get it on Shop Disney before they're gone, if they're not already. But I believe that's it. The Dream Box will be coming next month. I'll probably go ahead and stick with the Dream Box for a little while, just because, you know, I'm running out. This was kind of the last collection video that was easy to get to, so we'll probably just stay with the Dream Box for a little while until I've caught up, and then I'll jump back and forth between different types of boxes probably. But I'll go back to a normal box, we'll go back to a normal unboxing video, and then I won't annoy you with this type of video anymore. So yeah, I believe that's it then. I gave you a way longer than necessary update, and yeah, let me know Do you collect pins? What are your pin collections? Which one's your favorite collection out of these? Let me know if I'm missing any pins that I just have to have. And yeah, I guess that'll be it. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.